Hello children, this is your English teacher Mrs. Aisha coming up with a new lesson for y'all, The Night We Won the Buick, written by John Griggs. Let us know about the author, John Griggs. He was born in 1924 and passed away in 2001. He was a British writer, historian and politician. The theme of the lesson is, if you have character, you have the better part of the wealth, which means a person's character is something that is the real wealth for him or her. A good character is what makes a good human being. However successful we may be in our career, if we don't have a good character, all the wealth may just go waste one day. This is the brief of the lesson, The Night We Won the Buick, which emphasizes on the fact that money doesn't make a person rich, but his moral conduct and ethical decisions make him rich. The narrator is a young boy who suffered inferiority complex as his family was the only one in the town who didn't have a car. The family was contented in their meager earnings and extended help to relatives also. At a country fair, his father takes 2 raffle tickets in his own name with his own money. It so happened that his father asked his boss, Jim Kendrick, if he wanted a lottery ticket. And when he replied in positive, he wrote the letter K on the ticket number 348, marking for Kendrick. The ticket with the number 348 won the prize. Obviously, the car went to Jim Kendrick. The narrator is greatly satisfied with his father's decision. Got his own car only when he was grown up. But in the due process, he understood the real meaning of what his mother said. When you have character, you have a better part of wealth. Let us go through the summary. The narrator of the story is a young boy who feels inferior because his family is the only one in New York town that does not own a car, as they are poor. Their daily shopping trips were made in a small two-wheeled basket cart drawn by an ancient pony that his mother had named Barkis, after the character in David Copperfield, a famous novel by the English writer Charles Dickens. The cart was a symbol of poverty, so he always yearned for a car and would always tell his parents to buy one. His father's salary as a clerk would have been enough had he not given half of it to support his ill and poor relatives. Even the house was mortgaged. On the other hand, his mother was a contented person and did not think that it was necessary to buy a car. So, she would always console the family by saying that if we have character, we have the better part of wealth. Now, here's a turning point in the story, children. A few weeks later, the father participated in a lucky draw, and never in the narrator's dreams did he think that their family would win. However, It was a fact that they won the raffle ticket and the prize to it was a grand Buick. The family was so excited because it was like a dream which they thought would never become true. But their happiness and excitement did not last for long as they came to realize that the Buick was not theirs. The Buick was actually won by the boy's father's boss, Jim Kendrick. The letter K was written dimly on the corner of the raffle ticket 348. Father had written that because when he asked his boss, Jim Kendrick, if he wanted to buy the ticket, he said, "Why not?" So he had purchased one for him too. Now father was struggling with an ethical dilemma of whether to give away the Buick or not, because they finally got a car which they could not afford to get. The boy was also really upset when he found out that the Buick did not belong to them. On the other hand, mother believed that father would do whatever is right, and we know children that fathers are always right, isn't it? Father overcame the temptation to keep the car and did the right thing by returning it to its rightful owner. This disheartened the narrator and he refused to give the car to his father's boss as he was already a multimillionaire. But just because his father was bound by the walls of moral values, he called his boss, and the next afternoon his chauffeurs came and took the Buick away, and they handed his father a box of cigars as a token of appreciation. Now the boy has grown up. Looking back over the years, the boy also realized that his father did the right thing, and the boy was also satisfied with himself because if they had kept the car, they would be in regret for the rest of their lives, as they knew the car did not belong to them. The family did not get a car until he grew up. But his mother's words, "If you have character, then you have the better part of the wealth," carried a new meaning in his life. So, children, what did we learn from the story? We learned that we should never become materialistic and lose our soul. Wisdom is better than any kind of wealth. Money just catches attention, but character catches heart. When a person's character is lost, everything is lost. The most expensive thing in this world is our character. Hence, we should always carve our name on people's heart and not on marbles. So, children, this brings to the end of the lesson. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have enjoyed it bringing to you all. Bye for now.